We're on page 63 in our notebook, so go ahead and pause your video so that you can set up yours just like mine. Remember to fill in your table of contents page. Today your warm-up says solve the equation to determine the value of x. So if 3x plus 5 is equal to 17, and there's two ways that I can do this. I can use my flowchart or I can do those do and undo boxes. Or I could just solve the equation just like it is. So you choose, but go ahead and pause your video so that you can do your warm-up. Your learning goal says today I'm successful if I can connect models and symbols to represent equations and use models and symbols to write equations. Your language goal says write a sentence in words to describe an equation. You're going to need your half sheet out. The front side says example A, the back side says example B. So today we're going to be modeling equations. So the last couple of days we've been solving equations, so we're going to start by writing an equation from the model that they give me. So first I want to start with an equal sign in my equation box. And so on the left side of my equal sign I have two things. I have an x and there's only one of them, so I'm just going to write x. And then I also have one negative, so I'm going to put minus 1. That's on the left side. But now I also have the right side of my equation, and so I have 3 stars, and inside of those stars there's 3 positives, so it's equal to 3. So my process is x minus 1 is equal to 3. Rewrite that equation. Remember, I draw a line through my equal sign. This is a one-step equation, and so the opposite of subtraction would be addition, so I want to add 1 to both sides. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Then I bring down this x, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So x is equal to 4. But I have to make sure that that's correct. So I rewrite my equation, and I plug in that 4 into that x. So I have 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Well, I know that 4 minus 1 is 3. So both the left and the right side of my equation are equal to each other. So therefore I know that my solution is 4. You're going to need to make sure that you show all of your work. This is example B. Example B looks just like this. It gives us another model, and I have to create an equation. So first I'm going to start with my equal sign. Well, on the left of my equal sign, I have this picture. So I have an x, but I have 3 of those x's, so I'm going to put 3x. And then what I also have is if I have 3 circles, and inside of those circles are positive, so I'm going to put plus 3. But then I have the right side of my equation over here, and so I have to see what I have there. Well, I have 6 circles there, and they're all positive, so I'm just going to put 6 on the right side of my equation. So now I've created a two-step equation. So I rewrite it. 3x plus 3 is equal to 6. And remember that there are a few ways that I can solve this. I can use my circles, I can use those do and undo boxes, or I could just solve it. So if I use the do and undo box, the first thing I'm doing is I'm multiplying by 3. Then I add 3, and then I work backwards and do the opposite. So the opposite of plus 3 is minus 3. The opposite of times 3 is to divide by 3. Remember, I only use my undo steps. If I were to do my diagram, then the first thing that goes here is my variable. Then I'm multiplying that by 3. Well, x times 3 is 3x. Then I'm adding 3. And 3x plus 3 is just 3x plus 3. Well, that's all equal to 6. And then I do the opposite of plus 3, which is minus 3. 6 minus 3 gives me 3. Then I do the opposite of times 3, so I divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so I have x is equal to 1. So let's make sure that we get the same thing if we use our undo steps. So the first thing I would do is draw a line through my equal sign. Then I want to subtract 3 on both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0. Those cross each other out. And I bring down this 3x is equal to 6 minus 3, which is 3. So I did the first undo step, and now I have to do the next one. So I divide by 3 on both sides. And I'm left with x is equal to 3 divided by 3 is 1. So either way you'd like to do it, you still get the right answer. So now I have to check my work. So I start with my equation. 3x plus 3 is equal to 6. And I plug in this 1 into my x. So 3 times 1 plus 3 is equal to 6. 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 plus 3, I get 6, and 6 is equal to 6. So I know that my left and my right side are equal to each other, therefore I know that I got the right answer of 1. Make sure that you glue these notes in. It's a front and a back, so you're going to need to make a tab, and it's going to go on page 63. That's to the right of your warm-up. So be sure to glue those in before you get started on your assignment. Your assignment is 16 questions. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 12 questions. There's 6 on the front and there's 6 on the back. So go ahead and make sure that you get that done, and you're going to turn that in at the end of class.